She's going to federal prison. Pacing with Alvarado Street. It's a demon. Silverview Townhomes, crossing path. This is demonic pacing. And this is called impunity. And she also engages in a group stalking with her teenage daughter and her younger kids too. This is Tiffany Sherez. That's supposedly the sound of Amtrak while I'm at Alvarado Gardens. That's a demon. What you're looking at. And the demons are group stalking with her, crossing path, not helping Tiffany Sherez at all. You've seen this scene many times, by the way. The body of the evidence shows Tiffany Sherez in particular group stalking with LAPD under the fake sun amongst engineered light. And also, while I document that demon, she's going to federal prison. She is going to federal prison. And so let me be clear, Dominic Choi, right up there with Tiffany Sherez. They're not different. There's no honor amongst demons stalking as a police department. These demons are doing this with everybody that comes onto the grounds, and it includes Carla Lopez, who's going to federal prison, and it includes this roofing company that's here engaging in group stalking under a fake sun. And this demon, Tiffany Sherez, is crawling up the stairs of an apartment building in relevant position, and where the same fake sun is in alignment to me, my bedroom window in the evening, and she does so while the LAPD are group stalking to federal prison. She is going, and she's going for a long time. This is impunity, and it's in the workplace. It's right in your face. P.O.C. I think it sure is. That's some wonderful audible activity you got there. Do you sing every day?
Every day.
Every day? I think your guy left.
Huh?
I think your guy left.
Let's go. We're done.
Oh, I thought you said he was going to check it out already.
Well, I did.
Oh, okay, wonderful. He was just here as soon as I came downstairs for crossing path. All right, and this is doing so openly in your face with the LAPD. This is Speaker Companies. Heather Till's going to federal prison. That's Carla Lopez, who also knows what I'm doing in my apartment. Sex offenders keeping me under surveillance on an ongoing basis. That is California Star Construction also. That demon opening and closing the door of that black truck. Engineer light moves across the building. Not different than what the demon Tiffany Sherez has engaged in. Not different from what the demons at the DMV driving up and down the street. I don't even need to know their names, and they're engaged in that POC. This is speaking to what is a statewide system, and they are indeed sex offenders, and this is a threat to the American public because this is what's going on right now. I happen to be one that's exposing it, and you're seeing how the government and demon possession, this demonic behavior, which is terrorizing an American citizen that's suffering in silence, how it is in every regard increasing in aggression, and serving years in federal prison is not slowing down demons such as Tiffany Sherez, because that's exactly where she's going. She will not be collecting welfare anymore. She will not have access to the minor children whom she is engaging in terrorism with. She will not get any help with regard to her prosecution by the demons of the LAPD, who are facing their own exposure and prosecution. That whole system is imploding, and you're recognizing the threat to the American public while doing so in the workplace, which is what Speaker Companies represents, and doing so while singing, which is audible activities, smiling in your face and crossing path, engaging in terrorism right in your face. That's relevant to the ways in which I'm going to recover. Speaker Companies will not remain in existence. There is no dollar amount that you can put. Federal law has never before contemplated this level of harassment and terrorism. Terrorism in the workplace has not been legislated before. And that's what this is. And that's a psychopath and a violent sex offender that was monitoring me while my panties are down, and then does so with the demons that are stalking in helicopters for years, by the way, engaged in multiple acts of kidnapping, and doing so while smiling in my face in the workplace. And that demon also knows that I'm documenting. Okay, that is impunity that's going to be directly acknowledged, and no federal judge is going to miss any detail of it. So like I stated in my apartment, it remains the case now, and you just saw Exhibit A speaking to what is necessary, and that is disbanding of corrupt law enforcement agency terrorist organizations that Dominic Choi is not ignorant while this criminal system, which is a pattern, is underway. Dominic Choi also knows that he's been specifically identified, so that's speaking to not only a lawless demon, which is a threat to the public, but it is speaking to what is an ongoing determined agenda to continue engaging in this matter of public corruption with people such as Tiffany Sherez. All right, you're not living at an apartment complex. You're not engaged in any private conduct while you keep your back to me like the coward and the sex offending group stalker that you are, while the LAPD fly around in circles like they do every day. Every day. And the thought that you would walk up to your apartment as though you are going to engage in such animalistic, baboon-like conduct that's of a criminal nature that has yet to ever be exposed, you are delusional. In other words, and that delusional is going to have you subject to regular mental examinations, if not placement in mental facilities. And I want to be clear, this demon possession that I'm exposing, yes, it is speaking to mental illness. You do not have to have, and nor did I study psychology, and nor do I have to. I'm speaking to the reality of this demonic environment. I'm showing you what is their demonic behaviors, and you are looking at the decisions that they're making, the criminal activity that they're engaging in, and it's probative of the mind state. That's not a natural mind state. All right, and I don't have to study psychology in order to recognize and be able to speak the ordinary language without dissecting the psyche of a man. I don't need to know that level, and neither do you. Somebody that's engaging in something that they know is wrong, the fact that it's a secret system, you know that it's inappropriate, you know that it's wrong. You also know that it's weird to be a demon. You know that as well. It's not acceptable yet. Okay, society's working on you. It's not acceptable yet. And every aspect of that criminal system and that behavior is directly speaking to the mind state. That mind is the entire LAPD. That mind is Dominic Choi. That mind is the population, the people of the state. That mind is surrounding me in the workplace at Speaker Companies. And that mind is the basis of substantial recovery. Okay, and so it is a matter of justice that that company not survive. And Speaker Companies, okay, not competing with something as large as Amazon Prime, but I want to be clear, the ways in which you will face justice is not just going to be monetarily. And I don't need your money. It's justice to make sure that everyone knows what you are and what you're doing. That's what it is. And this capitalistic society, it's a part of justice. If you think you're going to make a buck in this country off the backs of those whom you're terrorizing and group stalking and violating, I'm going to recover all of that and more. And that's just justice. Because you don't even deserve to exist as a commercial actor. You're a terrorist. This is terrorism in the United States occurring under the malicious guise of some capitalistic society. We're not even free. This is a farce. Okay, so it's currently 9:13 a.m. That was California Star Constructions. He's going to federal prison. You already know that. Him and his whole crew were documented engaging in terrorism earlier this year. This is impunity while he's back again under a fake sun. They all know that I just captured that P.O.C. and the entity continues to engage in that system to its own demise, is revealing the mind state, a psychopath, a sick person, which makes up a whole population. And the fact that you're doing it with other people, that's a whole other level of sickness, that demons cooperate together targeting one person for no legitimate purpose. Then you're talking about the government that's doing it with the people of the state. This is that public corruption aspect, speaking to a very diluted, a very sick and disconcerting mind state that an entity would like to conceal from the world, from the public, and if not silence that oppressed individual, that target individual, that's not going to work. And so flying over my head and following me around in helicopters even more so is not helping anybody. You're going to federal prison for that. And that's exactly what you just saw Tiffany Sherez engaging in. A demon is a coward. It's a criminal. It's a sex offender. And they're group stalking right in your face with my so-called co-workers. Everybody that you just saw is going to federal prison, and this whole property is going to federal prison, meaning all 59 units are filled with third parties. And this community, I took pictures of a demon using a leaf blower under the fake sun, crawling on top of that house. That's a third-party facilitating venue. Those are the sex offenders that know when my genitalia is exposed, that are group stalking, maintaining an ongoing elements of monitoring while the demon's stalking in a helicopter, while they know what I'm doing inside of my private space. And doing so, that's the sex offense by the whole population. Okay, they literally just acted out what I was narrating, and those are the same ones sending text messages under the guise of conducting business. Of nothing that they're doing is about them or each other. It's all about me. That's very sick. That's very, very sick, and that's just the truth. There's no sun that's over Rancho Cucamonga off Route 61 where I am documenting on this day, and the fake sun remains here all day long. It's over building 18, this building right here, in the evening. And you just saw Speaker Companies documented group stalking, terrorism with the LAPD. And you think that Heather Teal, who was witnessing me expose her, knows every time I'm saying her, you think she's not going to federal prison? She is. And she's going for a very long time. That was a criminal act of obstruction of justice while Speaker Companies is indeed a terrorist. It is currently 9:15 a.m. This is P.O.C.